I'll start off with the question. How many of you guys are planning to get married in the future? And how many of you guys think you guys will be happy with one partner for the rest of your life? Really? Let me input. It's not that I'm going against it, but my major claim is that monogamy is unnatural to humans. And my three claims, or secondary claims, is that physically humans are polygamous, and monogamy does not and did not occur, and marriage depends on the cultural and social context. Physically, humans are polygamous, and there's about 4,000 mammalian species in the world, and only a few of them have been classified as monogamous. And of those that were classified, none of them are primates. Leigh W. Simmons, who's a professor at the Center for Evolutionary Biology, discovered a link between the size of testes of male in ratio to the body size and polygamy within the species. His abstract, published in 2008, states that in the evolutionary process, polygamous animals tend to have large testes ratio to body size. And this difference can be seen in comparison of chimpanzees and gorillas, because chimpanzees are smaller. And chimpanzees have larger ratio, and they're known to be highly polygamous compared to the gorillas who have a lower ratio. And that puts humans in between those categories, and then so we can be classified as polygamous. And also, it's animal instinct to carry genes onto the next generation, and in that sense, no species, whether it has a conscience or not, want to go extinct. And Justin Brasher, a professor of zoology at the University of British Columbia, has published a journal in 2003 that links large monogamous animals to the risk of extinction. He states that his theory for this observation is that human hunters tend to take the male animals. So if the relationship or the social construct of the animal is monogamous, there's less chance that the female will reproduce ever again. So, and even though this doesn't affect us today, our ancestors, when they probably went out to hunt meat and stuff, only males would go out. And if they get hurt, obviously the female would have less chance to reproduce, and there would be a higher risk of extinction. Secondly, monogamy does not and did not occur. Dr. Michael Hammer, a professor of biotechnology at the University of Arizona, found DNA evidence that reveals that humans were polygamous in the past. So just to sum up his research, females have 2 chromosomes and males have 1 X and 1 Y. So you guys can kind of infer that if a baby is conceived, there's more chance that it's going to have more X diversity. And he found that the diversity of the Y chromosome is a lot higher than the expected norm. And so that you can infer that our ancestors were always polygamous. And monogamy is a pretty recent social construct. And also, for now, according to the Enrichment Journal on divorce rate in America, 41% of first marriages, 60% of second marriages, and 73% of third marriages end in divorce. And by definition, that's already not monogamy. And also, according to a survey done by NSNBC, 22% of married individuals have admitted to cheating. And my third point is that marriage depends on the culture and the social context. And there are different types of marriages, for example, polygamous marriages, which are subdivided into polyandry and polygyny, and monogamous marriages. And the variety of types of marriages depict monogamy as only one of the many adaptations of the device manipulated to fit the needs of society and the culture, and not nature. And this manipulation to fit society and culture and not nature is evident in the acceptance of gay marriages. If monogamy were natural, there would be no gay monogamous marriages. The one natural aspect about monogamy would be the fathering and the mothering that is necessary for a baby. Unlike many animals, human babies are helpless without the intensive care that monogamy would provide. However, society has accepted gay marriages, which defeats even the biological functions of monogamy in humans. Furthermore, The manipulation of marriage to fit society and not nature is seen by step relationships, such as stepchildren and step-parents. In essence, this relationship is purely a social promise, and it's not natural for a species to invest in offspring that will not carry their genes. So those are my 3 points. Physically, humans are not polygamous. Monogamy does not and did not occur, and marriage depends on the culture and the social context.
All right, proposition's pretty clear. The secondary points are listed. I think you should use a numerical signpost for them in the preview, because you've got the same thing in the content of the speech. Although at the end of the speech you did a nice job summarizing, and so that kind of helps make it clearer again at the exit of the presentation. The supporting information's pretty good. I thought that you did a very good job citing the sources on all of that information. Some of the things I think need a little bit more explanation. For instance, we got a comparison of the testicles of gorillas and chimps and human beings, and we fall in the middle. I'm not sure why that makes us polygamous and not monogamous. Why do we fall closer to the chimps than the gorillas in proportion? And who did the measuring on this? This is one of those things I was a little unclear about. I thought that your explanation, for instance, at the end when you were making a comparison to gay marriage sounded more like an argument against gay marriage than an argument for human natural polygamy. I think that is something that is a little bit confusing, the analogy that you're using there. There's an argument in your presentation that comes up a couple of times that suggests that it's cultural or social in nature. Why are the cultural and social rules not natural? Why are they unnatural? For instance, if they are reflective of the social systems that human beings have used to evolve, you need to have an explanation about why we should exclude those from being natural. I am assuming that you're suggesting that it's primarily physical or biochemical in nature, and that's what you're focusing on. That's the reference that I think you need to make in the speech. All right. Thank you.